Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Assassin's Creed Revelations. I wanted to start here to just show we've only been playing this game 4 hours and wow, has it felt closer to 5 or 6. It's not much more than that. So we load into a new area and when I hit back now, instead of this bringing me to the map, it brings me here. I have a couple of choices here. I can do the thief assignment here and then do the memory. I want to move the story forward. We've been running around too much. It's not something I want to do anymore. I'd like to have some story. I'd like to try to have some fun in this game and not do so much setup. Alright. So here's a couple of guys. And can we just do this? Nope. We can't sneak behind them. But we can call our assassins in, and with 2 bars being used, I called in several people. And every time I call them in, I'm making progress towards... That was a nice amount of money. I'm making progress towards the characters leveling up. Like, how did my Templar awareness just go down by 50%? Like, explain that one to me.
Who could hide from a man this skilled?
Well, apparently I need to get up and fight these guys now. See, I'm not even really saying anything. I have another Templar Din that's under attack. My Templar status went to secret. Like, how did that happen? Anyways, I want to do this side mission since this seems to be the only side mission that's even in this game. This might very well be DLC content.
You look distracted.
Quite. I have a lot on my mind.
Since there's only 2
Someone in
guild
this district
missions,
is funding a campaign to get us arrested.
How so?
it seems. That
Well-placed
seems like
bribes
DLC.
to Ottoman guards, tipping them off to our actions. We do not want a conflict with our hosts, but we are not keen to surrender to them either.
Do you have an idea where this money is coming from?
I hope to find out today. Would you care to aid me? I will make it worth your while.
So, a real level here.
See,
Let's do it.
How can I help?
We know that the Ottomans were paid a large bribe today. We are going to steal it. Once
Camera's
that
a bit
happens,
jittery.
someone is sure to send an urgent message back to the money source. Follow the messenger, and we will have our man.
So we have some glitchy things. Go to the thief group. And so there's a scholar somewhere getting pointed at, but we don't even need a scholar right now. And this is pretty boring. Just running in the street. I doubt we'll run into too much of this. So is there something further? Interesting, I'm not hiding. There is a treasure chest. And I don't even think there's a, like, apparently that's not what I was supposed to do. So let's retry. Why put the checkpoint way back here? Like, there's literally nothing happening. And he doesn't even move fast enough, so, like, let's just ignore him. We'll just let him catch up to me. Is he still coming? Yes. So did something not trigger? Or... like, it doesn't seem like... I'm looking here, I'm looking at all these people. I'm here. What am I supposed to be doing? Why is it taking this long? Let's see. B. Go to the thief group. Using a thief group, lure the benefactor from a security zone before killing him. All right. So the game really just failed to have me understand what I was supposed to do. Where is the thief group? Like, I don't even see one. Like, they didn't even program it right. Okay, up there. Use those guys to lure these guys.
Damn it.
Identify the snitch. So, am I really supposed to be doing this? And just looking for one out of this group to be the one?
Where is he going?
Tell the snitch. This is something we never did before because the concept of looking at somebody with eagle vision and not immediately knowing if they're a good guy or a bad guy is totally different, and Ezio had that ability, so in their slight change that they've made here, they've effectively made it like Ezio lost a skill in his old age, which doesn't make a lot of sense. But they've done several instances of that. They broke the second hidden blade to then turn around and give us a hook blade, which that really didn't mean anything. Again, I feel like if they had made me play the first half of this game with only one hidden blade, that would have been cool. In fact, that's exactly what happened in Assassin's Creed 1 is Altair was a master assassin with all these abilities and gadgets, and they got taken away and he got demoted, and they made a specific point to say Altair was being punished, and that is why he wasn't allowed to use all the things that he once would use.
What are you doing here? I told you to keep an eye on those soldiers.
Forgive me, Halim Bey, but thieves have stolen the bribe.
What? How did they know?
I'm not sure.
If our contacts in the Ottoman ranks do not get their money, we do not keep our special relationship intact.
But what could I do?
Nothing, obviously. You're just a worm. Now get out of my face.
That's no way to keep somebody's loyalty. You just
It is
did
an
you a
insult
favor.
that I should pay so much to gain so little.
Eliminate the benefactor? Fine. And Aerostorm now. Loot the body. Not that body per se, but this body.
You got away with the money?
Evet, about half of it. The rest we distributed to the people. It keeps them honest.
So that
Just make sure you
capers.
do not turn into the criminals you are fighting.
Point taken. Why don't you stick around and keep us in line?
I will call on you when I need a favor. You can count on that.
So that was an extremely short mission. And we didn't get the full synchronization. But I really don't care. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get these treasure chests searched. And his body seems like it's just going to be here. That didn't make a lot of sense why somebody would attack me now, but whatever. So his body's just gonna glow. Since I upgraded my medicine pouch, I have more room for medicine. So now we're full. Let's go to the hidden blade. So yeah, that was pretty boring. We could, I suppose, work our way here as we work our way towards the next main memory. That's, I guess, our next move. Jeez, that Aerostorm was pretty wide. It did pretty much kill everybody in a 50-yard radius. It feels like. Where's the store that I'm supposed to prepare? Here it is. These aren't. They don't stand out enough. Particularly since they're shut down stores. You could have bright red on it and make it stand out. We're about halfway to renewing everything and unlocking everything. So I really do get a feeling like this is going to be a much shorter experience for that. I know that there's one tiny little area after this that, but in total doesn't feel like a full game, particularly a full Assassin's Creed game. Okay, we'll take out that money. Should leave us pretty well suited. I wish the mouse cursor would disappear. And off we go. To the memory start. There's a couple of memory starts we could do. We could do a Master Assassin memory, but I feel, if I was to guess, like what we'll run into is a main memory that pushes us to use bombs. We probably should have been using bombs. Well, I'm thinking we'll probably use bombs a lot more often than any other game. And that's the concept that this game is gonna mostly hang its hat on. But once you get to Assassin's Creed 3, I don't think you have bombs at all. If anything, Assassin's Creed 3 just seems like it's trying to do something completely different. And it's through this door. It gets rid of some of the things that are added.
Any damage?
In the
Not that I can
games.
see. Byzantine Templars may be bad hosts, but are decent tenants. Once they capture a location, they like to keep it intact.
Because they intend to stay.
Kesin Linkle. Well, as promised, if you want to learn how to craft your own bombs, I can show you. Don't touch that. One wrong move and bang! The building comes down.
Are you serious?
The look on your face!
So why are we playing as this guy on the right?
I'll show you.
He's not, like, particularly ever mentioned again. He seems to be as likable as Ezio. He's much better than Connor, who's the character in the Assassin's Creed 3, I would say. So why have a third game with Ezio instead of maybe have Ezio show up but play as the guy on the right? Then he could have his own story and you wouldn't have to limit the action or abilities any. The assassin is not in control of the Imperial Northern Din, and Yusuf is at ease. Learn how to make bomb crafting before setting out. Is this the whole mission? The whole mission is to figure out how to make bombs. And I'm trying to hit B, and it's taking me to a bomb codex when I'm trying to loot. Loot this. See, these aren't chests that really count, I don't think. So these probably refill every time. These are the new bomb things. So craft a bomb with every shell type. Use a bomb 50 times. Kill a guard incapacitated by a bomb. Craft one bomb for each type. Use every bomb at least twice. And that will give us bomb upgrade capacities, which I don't even care about. Or do all of set 1, which is a bunch of things, and you get extra bomb ingredients in each one of these facilities, which is a system that just feeds in on itself, and it's not something I particularly care about. I don't think I actually need to read any of the codex stuff. I think it just wants me to craft.
We craft our bombs from a combination of 3 parts. The shell, the gunpowder, and the primary ingredient.
So
sometimes we add a few extras too, for fun. But we'll come to that later. For now, focus on these elements.
So we've got 4 types of pouches. So select the fused shell, and then Arabic gunpowder. So 4 to the power of 3 is 16 combinations. So some of these probably don't work. and then shrapnel to the power of 3 again, if I'm thinking right. And then press Y. Tap Y to drop the bomb, hold Y to aim. Lock on target, and see, nobody's around here. I have 99 bombs. Let's see if we tap a bomb. So you could kind of see the idea of dropping a bomb, running away. This does add something to the concept of not having to fight enemies, which frankly I've found fighting the enemies to be annoying. Well, that's good enough for me. And then we press A to craft it. So we've made one. And select the add bomb to add more bombs to your pouch.
You'll find many ingredients for bomb recipes scattered throughout the city. So keep your eyes open and your nose to the ground as you move about.
That should keep me busy. Grazie, Yusuf. Have you ever seen this book?
No. It's a journal?
Si.
The Secret Crusade by Niccolo Polo. Marco's father?
I found this on a Templar in Masyaf. It mentions the 5 keys to Altair's library. Niccolo brought them here and hid them.
I kind of forgot that was what we were doing here.
The Templars know this, so it's a race against time.
I
found one already.
Totally
beneath
forgotten this was what we were doing.
I want to recover it and find the other 4.
So, where will you begin?
The old Polo trading post, I think. They ran a business in this area, no?
I believe so. Speak with a man named Perilous in the bazaar. He can point you in the right direction. And teach you a few more bomb recipes, if you are so inclined.
And see, that's funny because, like, Piri Riz was already mentioned on the map. So, wait a minute, can I not just interact with this? Apparently, right now I can't. That seems kind of pointless. It kind of sucks you can't get over on this side of the building. Whatever. So, kind of a dull way to move the story forward. I'm saying kind of a lot, I know. Bomb crafting is now labeled on the map, and our destination is this direction. And we've got some more buildings to purchase and unlock on the way. It would be nice if this game was a little bit more random and dynamic. Even if it wasn't random, actually. If it just felt like when I walked out of this mission, somebody tried to steal my wallet, somebody tried to attack me, something scheduled, something to break up running directly to the next thing.
Madness lurks everywhere.
Thought I heard a jingle of something. I guess I didn't. I suppose it's very possible that in this instance, it wasn't necessary to ever try and unlock things and gain more money. This may just be such a short experience on the face of it that we'll walk by every shop in the middle of gameplay and find we have more than enough. Although it does seem like some of the very few ancient buildings that are available for purchase, like this, are really expensive. 42,000 assassin bucks, for example. Is there's this shop, so let's go get this shop unlocked first. That way, if this mission takes me somewhere else, I'm not in a bad position. I suppose rather quickly, like, my Templar awareness goes up every time I purchase a building, which seems crazy. I suppose rather quickly I could turn off the markers on the map once I've
some of your
unlocked
earliest work.
all the blacksmiths, all the books, shops.
Reyes? Did Yusuf Tazim send you? That sounds like one of his exaggerations.
So we're introduced to a new character.
He said you could show me the location
New
of Niccolo
characters are
Polo's
good.
former trading post.
That might help me
You must be that
get
Floranzala he's been
more
yammering on about.
interested in this game.
Lothario?
Ezio.
Interesting, he's sitting on a rug.
I don't hear the difference. Yes. The old polo shop. It's just west of Hagia Sophia. Here.
Grazie. Yusuf also mentioned that you were the man to talk to about specialty bombs.
Ah, that man. He is a talker. A vet. I'm a navigator in the Sultan's navy. Currently on leave to study cartography. But through my soldiering, I've also gained an appreciation for artillery and explosives.
So this guy is supposed to be
the assassins well.
the equivalent
It gives
of
us
the Leonardo da
an
Vinci.
edge. I carry many kinds of bombs. For assassins only, of course. Lethal, tactical, diversionary, and a few peculiar casings. Everything you see here is for sale. If you can prove you know how to use it first.
I am eager to learn.
Well, no one is stopping you. Just let me know.
So, talk to your apprentice. Interesting. In the building right now, I'm trying to go into the scan mode, and I can't. Press B to activate with the diversion bomb burn. 2. So, lethal bomb board.
Pepeko! I need to reconcile these ancient Greek maps with data from Admiral Columbus. But this is like comparing maps of the moon and the Earth. What a mess! Ah, Ezio, cheer me up. Let me teach you something.
So
What
you have
about
to
these
go to the
poison
board
bombs? How lethal are they?
Quite
and
lethal,
then interact
We
to
distill our
start a
poison from the
cutscene. That
Datura
seems really
plant.
ridiculous.
A pretty little flower with a deadly secret. This one kills, slowly but surely. Be very careful, for your sake, and for others.
Grazie.
Use the Ticker bomb to kill the Byzantine Templars responsible for the recent theft of bomb ingredients. Do not use any ranged or melee weapons to kill the target. So I'm giving a specific target, and I'm told I can only do very specific things. And you can see how elements like this would have worked really well in Brotherhood but we didn't need them.
Are you alright? What's wrong? Seen that cut of cloak before? Another mercenary. Oddly dressed.
And so the target's now been killed with the final bomb.
Look at that fat black tongue.
So we get a bunch of items. Where are we on the map though? Because we're in a section that's under the Templar Den. So maybe we'll go back and
Look at that fat black
see
tongue.
if we can go
Good poison.
take out the Templar Den. This Templar Den captain is a known coward.
Where do you think he's from?
So the captain will walk through here eventually. Question is, do I want to wait that long? We've identified the guy. We know he'll flee. So if we just stay hidden, we should be fine. In fact, if we just do this, will be great. Of course, I have to find where the signal flare is.
Oh no. Hey, is that not? Have I not seen?
When I take over this, I believe this is actually our last place to even take over. I'll be able to send out assassins for more missions, and that'll be good too. So burn. I'm also very confused though. It feels like I should be able to just there's only 2 more synchronization points at all. Feels like there's only a couple of bomb things. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Like, it just feels like we're done. Or we've already done everything necessary. Alright, actually, let's not loot that box. And instead, let's craft. And they didn't even show you a cutscene that you learned how to unlock these things. So lethal pouch, impact shell, Indian gunpowder, shrapnel, and craft bomb. That's a splinter bomb. Modifying dismantles them and returns the component back into your inventory. No. You know, I guess what I need to do is not do any of that right now. Instead, just go through the way the game wants us to play, which is prove that we're worthy for each of the types of bombs, and by doing that we'll be able to use every bomb for free at least twice to get the achievements done, or the quest done. Skip all of these messages. He's level 10, no points there. She, interesting model. I don't even recall seeing a character that looked like that. That one's leveled up now, that one's leveled up. And so you need 3 to have a second tier, and 5 or 6 to have the Arrow Storm equipped. Master Assassin, you have level 10 before assigning him to a den. Well, why is he not? Is this guy not level 10? So Alexandria is under our control. Algiers is here. Let's see if we can reclaim the city with some of our lowest people. If I take them, that's still 100. There we go. Take back the city. And can you do this mission by yourself? And can you do this mission by yourself? Send out those people. The problem I think we're at is this den is contested, and it's going to constantly be contested. So we have another memory to start over here, or we go back. I think to this. Where are we? Like, we're here. Let's just recruit an assassin on the way. See if maybe we can purchase this. See if we can maybe get these items. Probably can't purchase this. Probably can't purchase that. That's really all the money. All the money that even matters anymore. So I also kind of wonder if you can't fail a contested fight. Pickpocket has been having a bit of fun today. Identify and speak with her. Like, it may very well be that one contested den is the only contested den.
Try not to spend all of that money in one place.
What money would that be?
Signora, I know a pickpocket when I see one.
Kind of in a weird
Your
way,
technique is good,
we
but
have
not flawless.
Not so.
a
Until today,
higher
I had
number
never been caught or called out.
Let me
of
show you.
a higher number of secondary characters
I
as
need no
females
instruction,
to
and
recruit
I can prove
assassins.
it. Give
but-
me 1 minute, and I will steal more than you could in a day.
Bene. Begin.
So, what am I supposed to do? Pick it, pocket. I don't even know how to. I don't even know how to pickpocket. Let's see. Yeah, the thing here is figuring out how to pickpocket. And see, these guys are gonna walk away from me, so there we go. And that makes a disturbance.
None of them are carrying any akshay today.
Well, my
Akshay.
take was quite good. Are you having an
Interesting.
off day?
That's the
Do
name
not
of the
patronize
dollars.
me. I am a skilled thief.
4 hours
thought
into the
yourself.
game and the first
I
time
did.
they even say it.
And I would be grateful if you joined the assassins to put those talents
So,
to better use.
while the main
I
characters are
suppose I should,
male,
Ever. I cannot live off the
they're
fruits of
trying to
others
balance
forever.
everything out. Speaking of trying to balance things out, it is worth mentioning that at the beginning of every Assassin's Creed game, up until this point, including this game actually, they've made a special statement to say that this game is made by a diverse group of people with diverse religions. That way, so there's trying, I suppose, to avoid any controversy by having Templars who are effectively Christians and being killed by assassins who would have been effectively Muslims. And kind of shockingly, it worked. There never really was a controversy. Not that there probably should have been, or that I even think there would have been, but in their effort to cover their backsides, they succeeded. Purchasing different types of bombs. I just don't know, like, I might as well try to purchase as many things as we have seen. In all honesty, the criticisms against the Assassin's Creed series is not thematic. They're telling a ridiculous fantasy story. The only people that really could be upset with this are conspiracy theorists who believe that ancient aliens exist and that they're being mocked in this game. And that's not any kind of demographic anybody really has to worry about, because they probably don't play video games for some similar conspiracy theory that video games are designed to distract the public from the truth that ancient aliens exist. That, I'd assume that would be what they would say. All kinds of empty buildings that I could run around and try and take control of, or we can go this way. Or we can go this way. Yeah, since I just unlocked the buildings, that's kind of what we're doing. Yeah, we did one memory and we're just back to where we were. A lot of running around town kind of aimlessly. And Use a health there, because why not? Yeah, since I've expanded my health, I would have hoped that these walls could have had something to climb on. We're running into a lot more walls like this than we've ever seen in an Assassin's Creed's game before. Let's use our sword. Actually, let's see, can we disarm? Because there's a disarm move if this guy will attack me, but he's not even attacking me, so...
No mercy for you!
You are not alone, Arkadashim, and you need not be afraid.
Let me repay your kindness with action, assassin. If you would have me, I will join your cause.
Some of these quests, super easy. Way too easy. Some of these quests, a little bit different. How you know whether an assassin recruiting quest will be a easy one or a more substantive one, I kinda don't. And that's a problem.
Another madman.
If anything, I would think that when creating a game like this, they would have made some primary quests to recruit assassins that you would have been asked to do first. And then after that point, once you've gone through all the primary quests, you would have run into just the basic rerun simplistic things. Let's see. I'll use the parachute. Try and glide. Where are we? So we should be back. Right back to this building. Let's see what he says. No. Well, this actually just allows me to do more Mediterranean defense. And we'll send 2 people out. Let's just keep on doing things. Maybe some of these quests time out. You can't do them. This is just the guild quest. Let's see what this guy has to say. He can just shop. So, gunpowder. Apparently. Effects. This is an interesting prospect. If I can sell things, I could get money. But like, how many do I have? I can't be at 0 of all this stuff. So I have like 25 Indian gunpowder. I could get 5,000 right now. Why not do it? Why not sell all of the things I have, get a major improvement on how much money I have, so I can walk out of here and purchase a very big building. I don't care to really have any of these elements, and I can refill probably all of these elements rather quickly. We've never seen the ability to sell anything in a Assassin's Creed game, because we've never once played the game in such a way that money didn't flow like water eventually. And even in this instance, money is going to flow like water. I'll come back if I really want to purchase any items and find that I can purchase this stuff. And we're at 70,000. Let's try something here. Let's sell all but one impact shell, and then we only have one impact shell left to sell. So we were at the maximum of everything, or a lot of things, and now we're at nothing. Wow. Accepting this bomb, the Thunder tutorial mission, the tactile bomb, the smoke screen tutorial mission. And see, I don't see any reason why you wouldn't want to do these tutorial missions, except for simplistic reason of I want to do this. So I've just bought the entire bazaar, which is going to drastically increase my Templar stats went up, and then it went to secret. That's pretty crazy. And where are we now? Like, if I could only turn some of these things off, like I could in Brotherhood. I can't, can I? Oh no. The map system is worse. Everything is worse. I wouldn't have been really surprised if it turns out that all of these elements are this entire game was in development and finished development first, but they released Brotherhood specifically so that they made it a good game, then a good game, then one bad game. So we have a contested zone here. We have a Templar liberated zone. We have a contested zone. And I think we just want to do the bomb things. Like, let's do the bomb tutorials. That will open up the ability, now that we know we can sell things, if we get set 2 done, and set 1, stick a bomb on a guard 10 times. If we do both of these, getting extra ingredients and being able to carry more bombs, that's really cool and very helpful, because it opens a pathway to giving us tons and tons of money, which theoretically I guess moves the game forward. And we've done one of them, and we see that there's really only 8 in total. Alright. So, lethal ward. Let's try this.
I used my first bomb when I was in my late teens. I was sailing the Mediterranean under an unrecognized flag, calling myself a privateer.
The Francesi would say corsair.
No, they would say, Majo heretic. I do miss the days of rough ocean travel. The sea spray and the rolling waves. One day soon I will take to the sea again. But until then, I am here for my assassins.
It probably is a
Here is
good
your bomb.
move to introduce the
Use it
player
with great care.
to these tutorial missions pretty early. I would still argue that it's not early enough. Don't kill anyone, apparently. Just interrupt the meeting. Head to the destination. Thunderbomb cripples and injures targets with explosive force alone. So, aim and throw it at this wall so it bounces back.
That was close. Bomb or shot of some kind.
I guess escape the area does not include hiding in the area. Checkpoint reached. That was pretty easy. Can we find a pile of guards to...
I am lost and reaching the end of my sanity. Please help
Oh,
me.
that face model is the beggars. I'd forgotten about the beggars. It's hard to forget about the beggars, but somehow I found a way to do it.
My only son.
Seriously, can I just find some bad guys somewhere?
Such pain as you have, I can only make this happen.
Well, we freed Algiers. Now the mission and the goal is to use every bomb twice. So I don't want to mess up that pattern, and so I'm trying to find somebody that I could hit twice with a bomb. There's a tree or something growing there. Wow, I almost jumped off the edge. The games have gotten to feel like work, though. It's hard to not have that feeling. I totally feel like I'm doing a job and I've been requested to simply play the game, do all the quests, send out assassins on their own direction. There we go, this should work. This should work. There's a whole wall here. I don't know where I am. This might just be a well, no, this is a restricted area, but
I know that man. I'm sure of it.
You will not get away!
Oh. Make them pay for it. Ajax! Losing him!
There! On him!
that didn't work. So now as we collect treasures, we can get all kinds of elements off of people. As an Indian gunpowder. Continue down elements. Where are we? Like we're way over in this temple section. Which I suppose I could look and see if we could come purchase this building. I might be able to afford it. Depends on if they are asking me to purchase this entire Sultan's Palace or just this one building, and what value they want to put on that. I am just 2,000 short. Interesting. Well, so it'll be a while until we can afford everything, but we can move this direction and then move on to the memory and probably come over here and try and get some more things collected. Some of these buildings, because this area is contested, I guess that's the problem with letting things being contested. I hadn't considered that. Like, there now are buildings that I could purchase and unlock, but I can't because the area is contested, which means in all realisticness I need to come over here and purchase all of these buildings if I can before this region becomes contested. I think probably in this section we've already purchased most things. Let's see, there's only like a faction building even up here. Well, it's been another hour and it's proving itself to be rather difficult to stay in our lane and just do the main game. We're still in sequence 3, lost and found. There's apparently 5 more memories after the next memory, so 6 more memories in total. As far as recruit assassins, it seems like there's only one more recruit assassin mission, so maybe that means whatever next area I move on the map that says recruit assassins, that might be the only one we can do. We also need to do the master assassin mission and faction HQ missions. We've done all of those, I believe, already. There's no more to do, it's just it's not fully synchronized because I didn't do everything. We've done 2 of what looks like 8 of the bomb missions, which are super short. Challenges, still not certain I'm going to do all of the challenges, but the bomb challenges being new and being something different makes sense. Sync points, we've got a couple more of those, and I suppose we have a marker of generally we kind of know where to be to find all of the data fragments too. So if we don't get a map that tells us where those are, if I had most of the section or even half of the world fully collected, I still could probably do it. The game says we're at 23% synchronization. Seems weird. It seems really weird, but who knows? Maybe if I just have to run through the memory sections and the main story after a while, I may do all of the open world because there isn't that much open world, and it it may turn into a very linear single-player experience. That's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend to follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. If you like what I'm doing and want to support me, give me a game on Steam. That helps more than ads. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.